Is fighting wrong in a marriage? Recently, I spoke with a friend about her anger towards her husband and how it had lasted several days. She seemed to let it bother her in everything she did. They are both Christians yet seem to have conflict in simple issues that take place every day. She wanted to know ways to vent her feelings yet avoid conflict. She didn't feel free to express her anger, as it would put him on the defense and they would be more distant than before. I am not the expert on this, but there are many experts in each city that can help. In a recent survey, Lifeway, a Christian-based group, had researchers solicit responses as to the top 10 issues facing today's family. More than 2,000 people from around the country were part of this project. What they discovered were the same things the family unit has seen across the board in our own families, mine included. Or blame the economy, the media, or even the world. I believe the common thought process is, I'm unhappy and you are to blame. What I heard recently counseling an unhappy wife was, I am angry with my husband because it's his responsibility to make me happy. Though our spouses can do things which we are not happy with, blaming our partner for our unhappiness is irresponsible, prideful, and arrogant. Again, attributes of the fall of man, or rather, our sinful nature. What we should do is to help couples begin to take responsibility for their own happiness. For example, the thought, my husband makes me mad assumes that one person is actually powerful enough to make another feel something. But I have seen amazing changes in the dynamics of a marriage when a person begins taking responsibility for their own emotions. For example, saying, I become angry when my husband is late for dinner. Instead of saying, you make me angry, they are saying I become angry when, by merely changing the you to I, it goes from blame to being responsible. That shows progress, that they are starting to take responsibility for their own actions and emotions, him for being late and her for choosing to be angry in response to his lateness. This will allow both individuals to begin to view things more closely now. They have shifted from blame where defenses can put up walls, yet now they can begin to get under the hood a little bit and help her find other healthy choices. It's not about changing his behavior. People don't fix people. That would be control. This is setting effective boundaries. She might deal with this in a healthier way, which would sound like, Bill, I'm upset that you are an hour late for dinner and didn't call to let me know. This is the third time this month you have done this, and I am getting tired of your irresponsible pattern of being late and inconsiderate. I am angry, your dinner is in the oven, and I'm going to bed. I wish in the future you would be more considerate and call me when you are running late. This may sound harsh, but I am imagining her voice with a normal, controlled tone. Controlled anger, both firm and assertive, would seem to fit in the be angry, but don't sin biblical model of appropriate anger. Letting his consistent lateness control when they would eat or how hungry she got while waiting on him, is letting his problem with self-control actually control her. I had a friend years ago that was 30 minutes late the first time we met for lunch. I was a bit perturbed when I realized he had no good reason for his lateness and wasn't more considerate of me. The next time we met for lunch, I determined that if he was late again, after 10 minutes, I would order and start eating. When he got there, 30 minutes late, I was almost finished eating. I was a bit annoyed with his pattern of lateness, but not necessarily angry. I had a good, peaceful lunch alone. He couldn't believe I started eating without him being there. We met, he ordered, and I left when I needed to leave even though he wasn't finished eating. I didn't leave on purpose to teach him a lesson. I actually had a commitment for which I needed and wanted to make on time. We still meet for lunch occasionally, and he's usually either a little early, on time, or he calls to tell me he's running late. I didn't try to fix or change him, I just didn't want to let his lateness dictate what I felt and when I ate. I have blood sugar issues, and it matters to me when I eat. We're still good friends to this day, as far as I know,